is Sunday, July 6, 2025. It's 8:30 on the dot p.m. and it's 82 degrees still. And as you see the title of the caption, why do I own 3 Vorteks? I'll tell you why, because sometimes I order stuff early in the morning or late at night without paying attention, and all I saw was there was a new Arrma vehicle out, which was the last one, was this one. And I saw the color and I said, I want it, not realizing I already had a brushless version. But let's go through all 3. This is the original one. It's a brushed motor. Then we got the brushless 4x4. Then we have the brushless 2-wheel drive. I like the color of the pink one. Actually, I like all 3 of them, but that means I'm going to be giving this away. I'm definitely not keeping 3 of the same, and I have to stop ordering without really thinking what the hell I'm going to do with some of my old RCs, because if I was awake more, I would have never ordered these 3, or one of them at least. I shouldn't have ordered the first one, but I had no clue that they were coming out with these. And it's funny, these have the same wheels. The last edition and the first edition have the same wheels. This one has different wheels in the front. I guess these 2 are just the rear wheel and these are full wheels, so maybe that's why you have the different wheels. Who knows? And what I also have out today, I don't know if you can see it, I have my brushless chrome. And that's another thing I bought. The brush versions, then they came out with the brushless versions, so then I bought the brushless versions. And it's funny, they came out with brushless versions of 2 out of the 3. I wonder why they never came out with the chrome granite brushless version. That's on the slowest. Let's go up a little bit. Oh, and now let's go up to the fastest. Whoa. That thing is quick. The only thing I wish the Groms did different was have like light kits and stuff for them, because I think people would really like the light kits. I actually charged a few batteries today. I charged the Hypergo car that got me into the hobby again last June. I kept saying June 15th, but I think I bought it June 18th. It was one of the Hypergo MJX cars that Amazon advertises heavily. And I bought it. It was probably about this size, and it was about this speed. It was quick. That one has lights and everything. So I got into the hobby slowly but surely. I ended up buying another MJX, then I ended up buying a Hossam. I think I'm saying it right, Hossam. And then I kept going from there. Now I know, and I bought some bootleg brands in between, and I still buy some bootleg brands from time to time. But now there's so many good brands out there, and there's so many different, variations, that I don't need to buy a bootleg one. And what I mean by that is there's so many good brands that have inexpensive RCs. It don't pay to save an extra $30 on a RC that most likely is going to be nowhere near the build quality is one of these. You know, I'm just going to stay quiet for a second. It's 8:35. This is the time that I like to come out and relax. Last year, we had the cicadas. I mean, you would literally hear millions of cicadas. You didn't even think you were, you felt like you were in the woods somewhere. But on nice nights, you hear a lot of birds, and that's what I hear right now. Something you don't hear, at least I didn't growing up in the Bronx, I didn't hear that. Everything's so busy. You learn to appreciate, you definitely learn to appreciate more. I read somewhere a few days ago that every 18-year-old kid should spend a week in a hospital with dying patients. And the reason why that is because you get to actually not experience, that's a bad word, but like last year when I actually thought I was dying, I actually started appreciating so much more. Like I started appreciating the grass, and I started appreciating just everything. There's so much, and that's what got me into the hobbies too. When I thought something was going on, I didn't think. One of the doctors told me, we were doing a biopsy, and he took a guess, and he said, I have a good guess it's thyroid cancer. I remember his exact words were, if you had to catch any cancer, it's probably the best one because it's curable most of the time. And they did a biopsy, and that biopsy hurt like a mother because it was in my neck. Then they had me go for a CAT scan. And then they were going to have me go for another biopsy and another CAT scan. Luckily, when I went back 2 weeks later or so, they couldn't do the CAT scan because there was nothing there. They tried to find it, and they said, there's nothing here for us to CAT scan. And then when I went for the biopsy, they said the same thing. I'm on the phone. What do you need?
The lights in the back are not on, and it's 8:30, and we're out there. Can you put them on?
Yes. All right, people, I'll be back. As you can see, I always get interrupted somewhere or another.